Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bruh.
Did you hit the like button? Drop some rabbits in the chat. Let's go.
Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, hit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock, I rock, I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock. Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, hit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. True crime is my specialty. Exposing the industry. Unsolved mysteries. Sticking to reality. Fair use commentary. Talking about cults. Trying to get results. Exploring hopes. Exploring. Researching. Debunking. Investigating. Being nosy. Super nosy. Being messy. Being shady. Rabbit hole news. That's me. The chick with ADHD. Unmedicated. But quite educated. Hit that like. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit chat. Hit that like. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's go. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Oh my God, I'm small. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Look, my hair's all crazy. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody. Welcome. Oh my God, good afternoon, good morning, afternoon, good night in some cases, because some of y'all are like all over the world. Shout out to everybody. We have, well, first of all, shout out to the 100 people that we have here. Thank you so much for being here and hitting the like button. Thank you for your patience. I've been running around and doing different things and whatnot. Y'all know how I do. I always have to do stuff before I get live, you know. Shout out to everybody. And March 19th, it's really Thursday, y'all. It feels like not Thursday. It feels like Saturday. Welcome. Oh my God. Thank you, James, for the super sticker. Down the Rabbit Hole News is sponsored by the Talking Clock for the most accurate time anywhere in the Oh my God. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Cantalee member for 33 months. Lord have mercy. Thank you, love. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for supporting. You are amazing. Thank you again. Happy New Year's on March 19th. It is a new year for someone around the world. Okay. So, you know, I really do mean it when I say Happy New Year's. I'm not trying to be like weird or not funny, but anyways, welcome. Shout out to everybody. You said love the later starts this week. Haha, no worries. Okay, good. I'm sorry, forgive my lateness. Shout out to y'all. And Didi just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Didi. Put some hearts in the chat, y'all, if you've been gifted. Look at this. Hold up. Maybe the hearts. Will you start? Yo, my goodness, it's not going. I don't know why. Okay, there it is. So I noticed, like, yo, I've been on my desk, and I think it's the way that I lay my wrists. And so now I'm starting, y'all see that little redness right there? I'm starting to get a little, like, not carpal tunnel. I don't think that's what it's called, but like little marks. I've been on my computer, y'all. I've been on my computer way too long. So I'm trying to like take breaks in between and stuff like that. Cause you know, you'd be getting tired and everything. Yeah. Like it's suddenly I'm like, whoa. But I mean, I have a mouse that's like ergonomic. So the mouse kind of has my hand like this because I do be dealing with issues, you know, because I'd be on the computer, you know, a lot. So yes. But thank you, Didi, so much for gifting 5 members. Thank you. And Mrs. Ed, member for 6 months. I appreciate you loving my shows in the chat. You know, we really, really tried to keep it cute in the chat. We do be getting into some stuff because, you know, that's what we do. We wouldn't be controversial if we didn't get into things. Okay. This is how we do it. And thank you, Mrs. Ed, for being a member for 6 months. Franny, how are you? Shout out to you, Podcast Queen. I see you guys. Fabulous Judge Rabita. Oof. It's time to get on that road one of these days. I have had way too much going on. Hey, Vicky. Shout out to my mods. My beautiful, wonderful mods. Happy birthday. It's your, who? Is it Jenny G's birthday? Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Jenny G, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Jenny G. Where are you? How come I don't see? I heard it. I see it in the chat. Let me know. Well, shout out to you, love. Happy birthday. May you be blessed with many, many, many more. Okay. Yes, it's my baby girl's birthday today. So it's not. So happy birthday to your baby girl. Okay. Happy birthday to her. Tell her that we said happy birthday and shout out to her. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny G, for sharing with us. It's not Jenny G's birthday, it's her daughter's birthday. And thank you, JB. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for this $20. Love me some rabbit. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. Now I have to tell you guys something, especially for the members. I'm gonna be doing, and hopefully by next week, I'll be able to do, once I get a little bit more clarity on some other stuff, I'm going to be able to do I want to do a members live to talk to my members about a couple things that have been happening behind the scenes. And, because I think it's time to talk about that. And so, yeah, so I will definitely, if y'all are in the Discord, you're going to find out, but maybe I think by next week, I'll be able to say a little bit more, and, disclose a little bit more and whatnot. So shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all are joining the membership if you're nosy, because I know half of you guys are nosy like me. It is what it is. Just saying. And JB, thank you so much again for the $20. Thank you. Hey, Bossy, how are you? I'm so proud of you and your channel. Well, thank you, Bossy. Oh my God, Bossy, that means a lot. Honestly, it means a lot coming from you. Believe it or not. Shout out to you. Thank you. All right. We got to get going, okay? Because I don't like I'm already behind. I'm already late. I kept everybody waiting. And yeah, so we got to get started. Thank you. And oh, wow, Sylvia, by the way, shout out to Sylvia. Sylvia knew that I was busy. She knew I was busy. She knew I was like in something. And so shout out to you. So Sylvia, you know what I'm talking about, but she knew I was busy. And she's like, you're like all over the place. Yeah, sure am. Always and will forever be all over the place. Starter Wife, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you, Starter Wife, for supporting the channel. Franny Law, can you believe I have been a member for 13 months? Really? A year? It feels like it's been longer though. I feel like these milestones don't really like capture all the moments that we've had together. You know what I mean? Like all the crazy, funny moments that we've all captured together. So thank you so much, Franny Law, for the 20. I really appreciate it. All right. Now let me see, y'all, because we got to get started. I'm already behind. I know I was a mess today. I focus. I should be getting back on meds at this point. And then I rock real quick, just a shout out to Afroman for winning this case. Free speech won. Afroman. Oh my God. We watched, yesterday was hilarious, man. That was something else. I may not agree with like, some of the things, and I'm like, I don't know but as far as free speech, go free speech. Okay. I'm not opposed to that, but Lord have mercy. That man went to court in the same suit that he did the music video on. And he had a French tip unapologetically on that stand. You got to give it to that man. I mean, literally, you thought Afroman was just, a one-hit wonder. No, I hadn't been keeping up with Mr. Afroman, but apparently, he's doing his thing on YouTube, and as he should, Now, moving forward, I do think it's an important case, right? And I do wonder, I'm sure judges, they write opinions about different things, but this does bring the question about if you have a security camera in your house and somebody raids your house, like they should not be allowed to. They're a public servant. They were on duty doing a public servant thing, right? They should be, you can use that footage, right? People get their footage FOIA'd all the time, and they use it for all kinds of things. So I don't see how it's any different for public servants. I don't know, man. If you on the clock and you're doing the most, just my opinion. Real quick though, but shout out to you, and then I rock. I appreciate it. You said those cops shouldn't be bawling like they did on the stand. I don't know, man. If somebody called me Lickin' Lisa, my feelings would be hurt. And if I can't do something about the voice, if I sound if I sound like Bruce 24/7, I would be crying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I was like, this is like 50 Cent level petty. And 50 Cent level petty, you just can't, like, if you're not ready for it, I don't know, man. I would be crying. My feelings would be hurt. I'm just saying, because you can't really fix your voice. But then again, I'm like, oh no, I don't know, man. Next time y'all need to, and then not only that, they raided his house and kidnapping and rugs, and nothing came about that. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just saying, okay? Lickum Lisa. Yeah, I'm telling you, if that was my name, I would be crying too. And then if I sounded like that, I'd be crying too. I'm just yeah, no regrets. Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. Yo, you guys get me so distracted. You said, "Don't worry, Rabbit. If you sound like Bruce 24/7, I'll be here for you." Well, damn. Listen. Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. I will say that. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to open this sucker and it's not. Anyways. Okay. So, y'all are getting me distracted. Shout out to you guys for supporting the channel, but you guys are funny. Okay, we have so much to talk about. So let's talk about real quick. We're gonna go visit over here Abby Blabby, right? Now I saw this article and I completely forgot to put this on my things to talk about, trending news as far as this goes. And there's always a time and place, and I have to talk in code because Baby Bunny comes in and out right now. Sitter's like in the other room, right? There's always a time and place for like situations where, for situations, okay? There really is always a time and place. But I saw this, was it? Yeah, it was this week. Was this at the 17? Like 16 or 17. So a neurologist caught stroking inside of his office, okay? Now I was like, what do you mean? Like, huh? So this neurologist in Massachusetts, a Springfield neurologist, was placed on 5 years probation after multiple employees reported seeing him getting a master's degree inside of his office, according to newly redacted records from the Massachusetts Medical Board. His name is Dr. Robert A. Martin, admitted to the incident, which occurred on November 21st, 2023, in his locked office across the Bay State Health Center for Cancer. So it's like a health center, cancer center. That's what it is. And over a dozen employees witnessed the incident and reported it to security and hospitals administration. Although his medical license was initially suspended, the Massachusetts Board of Registration in Medicine allowed Martin to continue participating under strict conditions, including a behavioral health monitoring program that he entered in 2024. Martin's attorney said that he was unaware that he could be seen through the office windows and described the incident as a lapse in judgment, not intentional exhibitionism. However, at least one employee reported seeing him partially undressed and facing the window while holding a cell phone in one hand, raising concerns about patient safety. Martin later apologized and cooperated with the investigation. He returned to work in fall of 2024. Now, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Now, you said, yo, better be checking what was on that cell phone. Well, y'all remember the reason I say master's degree, it was the educational word for, chicken pulling that got me what was it, a community guidelines warning during the Diddy trial. And I this is an educational word. It's like you could say it, but for whatever reason, all those like a good portion of those videos were flagged for that. So I have to be careful when I say these words, y'all, because they do get flagged. So hold up, y'all. So let me see. So apparently, despite this, the board concluded his actions demonstrated poor judgment and undetermined public trust in a medical profession. So this is the documentation And finding of facts, the respondent graduated from the University of Massachusetts Medical School in 2017. He has been a licensed practicing medicine under license number, and then the number's there, of course, because that's public record. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me see if I can close this tab. Because I'm trying to multitask here with many tabs. Sorry about that. All right. So license is there. He's a board certified neurology, has privileges at Bay State Medical Center. The respondent is an employee of Bay State Medical Practice, where he works in Bay State Neurology Department, and the address is there. And it basically says, let's see the details of this situation. So on November 21st, 2023, the respondent saw 6 patients in clinic from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. The respondent then returned to his administrative offices, which was locked from the inside, where he remained at approximately 5 p.m. that afternoon. So the respondent's administrative office is located on a floor that is shared by 2 other departments and his patient's examination room. Okay, so then what happened next? Respondent administrative office has 2 large windows facing the Center for Cancer Center, which is located across the street. So he literally had 2 windows, and he decides to, like, did he think people weren't watching? Did he think that they were like security privacy windows? But not only that, why would he do all that there? Between approximately 4 and 5 p.m. that afternoon, approximately 10 to 20 employees observed the respondent getting a master's degree in his office. Oh. What? You said JB's like, listen, if you can't get through work without doing something like that, then you got some issues. You said, I mean, when the mood hits you. No, not when the mood hits you. Don't do it when the mood hits you. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so let me go back a little bit. The respondent's administrative office is located 2 large windows and facing the cancer center. So there was like between 10 to 20 employees that saw it. Okay. The staff were upset at respondent's actions. DCCC staff reported that they observed this, what they observed to security and administration, which commenced the immediate investigation. The respondent was fully cooperative with the investigation and admitted to his conduct. Bay State placed respondent on administrative leave as a result of his conduct on November 21st, 2023. And on November 30th, 2023, the respondent voluntarily contacted the Physicians Health Services Program of the Massachusetts Medical Society, which undertook a comprehensive evaluation and assessment, processed the accumulative in respondents entering into a room, being monitored. Okay, so they did like a behavioral health assessment, and they're saying that he violated rules. They listed them there. The license was suspended indefinitely, but I don't think it was like he was initially removed. He was granted leave. The respondent is granted to leave in petition of the board. Let's see what else. Execution of order. So it's all there. I mean, it's just like a formal investigation that they did. And that's that. And that was in 2024. You cannot make this up, man. You just anyways, so thoughts, opinions about, when you need to get a master's degree, best to do it at home. Don't do it at work. Okay. Moving on. No, but see, Cake, he must have thought that these were like privacy windows or something. Okay. They're not. Like, they're not, they saw, apparently it was like 10 to 20 patients. Now, I do want to know, were they like what? Anyways, moving on. Now, another situation that I'm sure is going to upset a lot of people. And I tell you, and I give it the biggest trigger warning because I'm even watching a little bit kind of this develop, and I wanted to bring it up to your guys' attention because it might be something that's going to be hitting the news here as well. Okay. So you have a teacher, excuse me, not a teacher, a school secretary on the run after allegedly essaying a 13-year-old student. Authorities in Greeley, Colorado are searching for a former middle school secretary. So this girl's on the run. She's like on TikTok and everything, okay? Who is accused of essaying a 13-year-old student over a period of several months. So she's 34 years old. Her name is Brenda Meza. Meza is wanted on multiple felony charges in connections with the alleged abuse. According to Greeley Police Department, officers responded to a home on February 12th after receiving a report detailing the accusations. Meza was immediately placed on administrative leave following the report. Less than 2 weeks later, on the 25th of February, she was officially terminated from her position. Okay. According to a letter sent to the families by the school's principals, she's a school secretary. Like, wow. Um, mm. So in that letter, school officials also warned the investigators believe Mesa fled the state in an attempt to avoid prosecution. Since then, law enforcement has been unable to locate or contact her. Police are urging the public to come forward with information. This should be a manhunt on this greasy bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna say that, or I'm gonna call her a greasy bitch. I said what I said. Forgive me. Baby buddy's over there. I said the B word. She's over there, and she's greasy. Okay. Anyone who may have had seen her knows where she could be. Excuse me. Anyone who may have seen her or knows where she could be is asked to contact local authorities or reach out directly to the officer or detective. Those with information, especially related to the case, can also contact the detective. This is her. Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. This her school picture. This her. Now Abby Blabby did pull because she also I saw that she pulled did she pull the TikToks and stuff like that? Because I kind of want to go. Her page. I don't know if she like deleted it, but apparently she's like very huge on TikTok as well. We might have to pull some of her pages too. This is another, Jimmy. Is it Gracie? Another one that we have to kind of keep an eye on too. We're gonna get to Josh. Excuse me, Joseph, not Josh. Duggar here in a minute. Here it is. This is her. Brenda. This her. This her. This her. This her. Oh, okay, that didn't help. Let's see. On the run. She's on the run. Messa's placed on administrative leave. So it's no different than what we already reported, but we don't have any updates on her. But apparently, the girl's like, "You're not going to catch me" or something, and she's out there. But she's got a pretty interesting TikTok too, I think. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure I log into this. Oh, here you go. Mm-hmm. Anyways, let's go to TikTok real quick. What is her ID? Let me see. Brenda. Let's see. What's Greasy Girl's name? Brenda who? She might have removed her page. Brendy. Okay. 92. 92. Here it is. Is this her? Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. Oh, hold up. Okay. This is her page. Hold up. See if we can see one of these. She speaks Spanish or what? How come I can't get the volume? Hold on, let's see. Yeah.
What goes around comes around like a hula hoop. Karma
2-9. Oh shit! Like she's.
No. Yo sí voy a tirar mierda. No. Yo sí voy a tirar mierda.
She on the run. She on the run. She's doing nothing but like music clips. That's all she's got. Yeah. Girl, where'd you go? Why are you on the run though? I don't get it. I mean, she's all over TikTok. And I'm sure her students can see that. Greeley, you said, hooey. I know, right? Moldy mole. You said the eyebrows. You said we had to leave Halloween night. Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like trying to catch up on the live chat. I think that people no longer know how to act in public or have morals. I mean, she literally has all that. You're in for the greasy bitch. Yeah, man. As long as you can say it loudly, the greasy bitch. But it's like, come on. You know, what are you doing? So this girl has been charged with essaying a 13-year-old boy. She's a school secretary. Okay? The school, look, I mean, she's got like the library background, you know, she's 34. She's got family. I mean, she's partying. Everything is like music clips. You know, she's got stuff pinned. The last time she posted anything,
what goes around comes
to February 9th. Somebody says the irony of the song in the caption. He said, "You're going to look great in orange." Somebody said, "Why are these teachers doing this?" Well, she's a secretary, not a teacher. "Hey, Miss Brenda." Somebody said, "Oh, God." Well, this didn't age well, somebody said. As mature as a 13-year-old. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Somebody said, "A los niños no se toca." In Spanish, don't touch the children. That's what somebody said. This is Brenda's mom's TikTok. We ain't going to her mom's. Karma's coming now. Oh, snap. And they're tagging other people. Anyways, so the people are looking for her, and I'm sure she's, 13 years old. Cochina, period. Anyways, just thought I'd put the PSA out there. If y'all are in the Greeley, Colorado area, make sure y'all report this greasy bitch that needs to be locked away and locked up for life. Okay? Because when you harm children that way, nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Okay? All right. Moving on. Let's talk about the Duggars. My head itches because, are we surprised? I mean, so how many years has it been? Has it been 3 or 4 years now? I think it's been 3 years since, who was it? Joshua Duggar. This is Joseph Duggar, right? So I think Joseph is the youngest one. And this is all coming from the 19 kids and counting clan, right? All, and I remember when the news came out about Josh, the sisters spoke out and everything. And it was kind of like these girls were treated like crap in this family. Some of them have like been able to, recover and not recover, but try to piece their life together after that stupid show. What is it about TLC and these shows, man? I mean, you got 19 kids and counting. Like, we want a bigger family. It's a blessing. It's just fine. It's a choice, whatever y'all want to do. But don't act like situations don't come out of situations like that too. I mean, clearly. Just saying. So let's get into this news. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. So this is one of the younger, I can't remember out of the whole 19 who, because there's other boys, right? Hold up. 19 kids and counting all the siblings. And I'm sorry, like even that show is just so cringy to me. Overall, all of them. TLC was there when a lot of this ish was happening. I mean, I can't and I won't. Look at it. Yeah, they had a couple boys, right? Yeah, there's like a total 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. This is the I was trying to get to the picture, but I guess I can't. Well, damn. I need a picture. Let's see. Can we go to this one? Here we go. So Josh is the oldest. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boys, 10 boys, right? 10 boys total. And so Josh is the oldest. So is not Josh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Josh is the oldest. Joseph, I think, is this one right here, right? Yeah, he's number 6, the third oldest boy. Okay, so he's not this one. He is this one right here, the third oldest. The one between the one between one of the youngest and see this one. I'm like, I can't even. Anyways, so let's get into this reporting here because we got to talk.
Well, Joseph Duggar from the TV show 19 Kids and Counting has been arrested on sexual assault charges involving a teenage girl.
He's set to appear before a judge today. The Bay County, Florida Sheriff's Office issued a warrant for a crime that he allegedly committed in 2020.
The sheriff's office says the alleged incident happened at Panama City Beach. You see it here in Bay County. In a Facebook post, the sheriff's office says the victim describes that she was asked repeatedly to sit on Joseph Duggar's lap during a vacation back in 2020. Now, at the time, the alleged victim was 9 years old. We spoke with the chief deputy prosecutor for Washington County about what could come next for Duggar in the case.
He can waive extradition. In that case, Florida has 30 days to pick him up, or if he contests jurisdiction, then Florida has to obtain what's called a governor's warrant.
Well, right now, Duggar is being held at the Washington County Jail waiting for extradition. We'll keep an eye on the case and bring you the latest.
Well, in cases involving children, getting them to speak out about trauma can be one of the biggest challenges for investigators. We spoke with the forensic interviewer at the River Valley Child Advocacy Center in Clarksville about how they approach these sensitive situations. Staff at the center say every child responds differently during interviews. Some are ready to talk right away, while others may be hesitant due to fear, instability, or past experiences.
It starts with just introducing the child to the room, the age-appropriate instructions, building rapport. That is so important because, like I said, each child is different and they may come in there scared and nervous and visibly just not okay.
Well, we will continue to keep you updated with.
Well, for that matter, and this is a good point, I'm not holding in to hope that every male in that family wasn't harming any female. And in that too, they were harming the males too, right? To allow them to keep this secret, you know, in the way that they were moving. It's just like, yeah, I mean, an injustice. Who did this to these boys too, right? Typically, this is like learned behavior. Somebody did it to them too. So who? Sorry, and I'm stirring my eyes, y'all. Who did it to the boys? That's the question that people need to ask. This is all, you know, patterns of behavior. They didn't just, something's off with this situation. Okay.
Any new information from the case right here on air and on our website, 5newsonline.com.
Well, today the Washington County Quorum Court will consider a resolution in response to multiple school walkouts.
Okay. Y'all, people are walking out of the schools over there. Okay, let me go to another report here.
From the TV show 19 Kids and Counting is arrested on sexual assault charges involving a teenage girl. The arrest comes after the Bay County, Florida Sheriff's Office issued a warrant for a crime he allegedly committed in 2020. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman in the studio with us now to share what investigators.
Now, if he committed this in 2020, when was the other brother was also 2022? I'm trying to understand because, like, and again, it's been a couple years since we looked, because I remember us talking about it too, but it's been a couple years. So this brother right here, it almost seems like the time frame is somewhat interesting. Yeah.
Are telling you tonight, Laura.
Yeah, Darren, investigators in Florida say the investigation started after they got a call from a detective with Tawnytown Police about a report of past sexual abuse. The sheriff's office says Duggar admitted to the actions to Tawnytown detectives. 31-year-old Joseph Duggar was arrested on charges including unlawful sexual abuse of a minor. The Bay County Sheriff's Office says the alleged incident happened at Panama City Beach. In a Facebook post, the Sheriff's Office says the victim described that she was asked repeatedly to sit on Joseph Duggar's lap during a vacation in 2020. At the time, the victim was 9 years old. Both agencies released a statement explaining the arrest. Tawnytown Police shared this on social media, saying in part they received a report of a sexual assault of a minor, soon making contact with the Bay County Sheriff's Office. At 3 p.m., a warrant for Duggar was issued and he was arrested. He now sits in the Washington County where he waits for extradition. Chief Deputy Prosecutor for Washington.
Yeah, how old was he in 2022? Not 2022, but how old was he in 2020?
Washington County Dennis Dean explains that process and what happens next.
When somebody's arrested for a crime that happened in the distant past, the first thing that happens is the issuance of an arrest warrant. That's what happened in this case. Bay County, Florida, issued an arrest warrant for John Duggar. That person will be brought in front of a judge tomorrow, and he can waive extradition.
Wait, his name is not John, though. His name is Joseph, right?
In that case, Florida has 30 days to pick him up, or if he contests jurisdiction, then Florida has to obtain what's called a governor's warrant.
Dennis says if Duggar contests.
What? Hope for Snoopy says Joe would have been 20 and his wife was pregnant again. How many kids did they already have?
The jurisdiction, then Florida would have to obtain a governor's warrant, which he says is a rare and lengthy process, but not off the table. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
All right, Laura, thanks. In any case that involves a child being victimized, getting the child to open up about what happened can be very difficult. We spoke with a staff member at the River Valley Child Advocacy Center in Clarksville about how they handle situations like this.
Each child is different. Some it's not difficult at all. They come in, they're ready to talk. There are times where a child, whether they may be in the system already or have been moved around through homes, or it's just not a stable environment for them, maybe they're reluctant and they think they're going to say the wrong thing, or they hold back.
Diamond Brockett is a forensic interviewer at the River Valley CAC. She says the role she plays in interviewing a child is very crucial to ensure police have all they need.
Yeah.
You got to be strict on the protocol. You have to think, okay, the investigators do need this. And if I say this, or if I feel like, I want to know that, but I can't really ask it in a way that's
a hard job, by the way. Shout out to the forensic interviewers, especially those that interview children. It's a hard job, by the way.
Not leading. I just have to think, that could be thrown out in court.
Bottom line, she says the child simply must come first.
I'm there for them, nothing else, not the investigators, nothing else. So the process goes, the child first protocol starts with just introducing the child to the room, the age appropriate instructions, building rapport. That is so important because, like I said, each child is different and they may come in there scared and nervous and visibly just not okay.
Our thanks to Diamond tonight for that. We'll continue to keep you updated with any new information from the case right here on air and also on our website at 5newsonline.com. Meanwhile, Prairie Grove's fire chief has retired amid an ongoing FBI investigation into allegations from a former employer. J.C. Dobbs has been on paid leave since mid-January. Prairie Grove Mayor David.
All right, sorry, they went into another topic. Okay, sorry about that. So let's get into this article. People, and I feel like people is like the ones that have been keeping up the most with this family and everything that's been happening with them. Sorry, I got so many tabs open now. Here we go. So Joseph Duggar's mugshot released following his arrest on Child M charges exclusive. So Duggar's accused of hurting a 9-year-old girl while vacationing with her family in Panama City Beach, Florida, 2020. Okay. So that's a lot where this is stemming from. Now, Arkansas authorities have released Josh Duggar's mugshot following his March 18th arrest. That was yesterday, on charges of hurting this child. All right. So the mugshot was made public by the Washington County Sheriff's Office on Wednesday evening, hours after he was arrested on charges of lewd and horrible things to a victim less than 12 years old. And so, yeah, he is actually, it says right here, he's 31. I thought you guys said he was 20. He's 31. He's listed as 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing 206 pounds. Okay. And the arresting agency, Tonytown Police Department, per the records. So Duggar was arrested in connection with an incident that allegedly took place in 2020, in which he was accused of hurting this child while on vacation with the family. And authorities allege that Joseph asked the victim to sit on his lap before essaying her. As the vacation continued, he also asked her to sit next to him on a couch and cover them with a blanket. During this time, Duggar manipulated the victim's areas. Okay. And the victim stated that Duggar eventually apologized for his actions and that the incident stops after his apology. Oh, gosh. So Duggar is waiting for extradition to the Bay County, where he will face the charges. His arrest comes after the victim participated in a forensic interview following a report of past SA. The victim's father confronted Duggar about the incident. Joseph allegedly admitted his actions to the father and the detectives. Okay, well, he admitted that. There you go. For those that don't know, Duggar's arrest comes nearly 4 years after his older brother, Josh Duggar, 38. So brother's 38, he's 31. More than 12 years. He's serving a sentence of more than 12 years for possession of, small people material. Okay. In 2022, Josh was also accused of essaying 5 girls, including his sister, Jill Duggar, and Jessa. Okay. People reached out to the Bay County Sheriff's Office and a representative for the Duggar family for comment. Duggar is scheduled to appear in court March 20th per jail records viewed by People. Okay. So he's going to appear in court Friday, tomorrow. Yeah. So, what? So it said, is he 25 or 31? This one says he's 31. Hold up. I'm not making it up. I'll show you. Duggar, 31, is listed as 5 feet 9 inches. All right. Let's do a Google search of his age. His name is Joseph Duggar. Age 31. He was born in 95. 31. You guys are saying that yeah. Oh, yeah. So when the event happened, he was an adult. You're right. Well, when he did this, he was, how old would he have been? 31, 30, 29, 28, 27 when he hurt this child. So he was a late 20s adult, right? So yeah, he was when this occurred. 25, 26, give or take, right? Not really knowing a whole lot. They learned something happened, man. They learned it from somewhere, you guys, because and it does make you wonder, did he do this with any of the other female siblings, or is this, because typically when it's something like this, it's not just one victim, guys. It is not just one victim. You talk about several victims, and typically, in the home, and siblings can also be victimized from this as well. So I don't know, man. It's just so, and you have to kind of wonder, for a family that was so public, mom and dad, Aquanet lady, and shout out to everybody, y'all. The Aquanet is definitely an art form of a hairstyle. Shout out to y'all. Okay. But you have to kind of wonder, like, y'all were so public about everything in your life, every piece, everything, all the children, all the this, and pushing even a narrative and an agenda to people, in my opinion, about how things need to be in a family and everything. And then the girls take care of each other and the boys. And, you're pushing such an agenda for you to just be quiet when your whole family is being looked at. Right? Right. Because it was a show, but it's like, you can't just like say, okay, we're just going to ignore. We're not going to, we'll address only if we're paid and if it's not a show. James, oh, Jesus, James, golden showers isn't something you do have hardly. Either you're in or you're out. Thank you, James. James, stop it, James. Stop it. Don, member for 2 years. Thank you, Don. Shout out to Don. Sorry, Don, I missed your milestone. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, Don. Thank you. What do you guys think? You said it's perverted and bizarre to take interest in your daughter's, right, Cheeks? Right? My parents should have brought Aquanet. You know what, that Ellen? They should have bought the Aquanet stock back in the 80s. They would have been gazillionaires, It never goes out of style. I'm just saying, they need to check their computers. They need to listen. It's not only when it's something like this, it's never just one victim. It's like a lot of victims typically. So that's just my, opinion on that. But, you say he had a 1-year-old at the time and his wife was pregnant. Sickening. Yeah. No, you're fine, Cheeks. Shout out to you. I would keep my eyes closed on all the time with the boys in the family. Well, I mean, it's not even that, but like, it's the hypocrisy of the situation, right? Before, and I would even dare to say before you have like these family influencers and vloggers, you had things like the Duggars, right? And the Duggars are literally, they painted a narrative out there, right? Of like family values and stuff like that. When in reality, like nobody's really perfect. You know what I mean? Like, in no circumstance. And behind the scenes, these kids were struggling while these cameras were rolling. There's a lot of like hypocrisy here, and they're literally painted like your kids, adult children are like, you see what this has caused. Not only is the abuse within the family, they've affected people outside of that too, right? And so it's like the audacity for you to think that after you've made millions and thousands of dollars, putting your family out there for the public and painting this, picture of like perfection, that you somehow don't owe all these people that tune into that propaganda bullshit, because I really do think it's a lot of propaganda bullshit. Sorry, I'm just going to say that. All those people that tune into that, y'all are owed an explanation as to what happened. And I'm not saying that they're to blame, because I really don't know the ins and outs. But the reality is that abuse is very real, and it happens in families. And I don't care how much religion or how much 19 kids and 20 kids, because you don't believe in you don't believe in taking precaution. You just think that if you just keep having them and, in the production and everything, and it's a fucking show, you just gonna do that. You don't owe people. There's probably a lot of people that have been victimized by these men, these two men in particular. Like, what are we doing? And I say it's propaganda because it's always been that. If you go back and look at those, they're disturbing. It's propaganda. Okay. It's to push perfection of a family that does not even exist. Every family has their issues. Everybody does, right? Anyways, I went on a whole different tangent. Yeah, it's like I blame the network, and I definitely blame the family too. The two adults in the decision making of this whole thing. Yeah, they're supposed to great family values, right? All of that. It's a fake. Okay. Because I could tell you, I've met a lot of messed up families, but I know one thing: I have never seen a situation where it's like, they might not have their religion in check, but guess what? They didn't go out there abusing their own, and they're not out there abusing, essaying others, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like BS. It's BS. And they want people to just eat that up. And they've been doing that for years. So now the audacity for them to stay quiet and not speak out or support their daughters publicly, or, say what they have to say about these two men, these two boys that they raised. There's something off about this. It's like, what? But you're okay receiving the money that they made for you while you messed them up. All this abuse and all the people that were there, all production that was there. Anyways, yes, they are. I think that they are estranged from each other, my understanding. Anyways. Whew. That's right, LC. Tell them religion isn't the end all be all. Thank you. It's not. Don't believe the hype at all, right? Don't believe the hype. That Ellen, member for 29 months. My goodness, that Ellen. Thank you. Oh. Give me 1 second, guys. Anyways, so that was my little tangent. And that, Ellen, thank you so much for your 29-month membership. Shout out to you. It's funny how many of these TLC shows had abuse. Ghost writer, that's what I'm saying. It's like crazy work that we're just now waking up. It's like, what? And I find it so amusing, right? Anyways, maybe I won't even go into that topic because I don't think I want to jump over there. I'm not ready for that right now. But that Ellen, thank you guys. Shout out to all my beautiful, wonderful, like Don and Nat Ellen and all y'all that have met your membership milestones. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And again, Candalee, thank you. And Mrs. Ed, thank you. Sorry. And thank you for those that supported today and are supporting. Thank you. You said TLC is the learning channel. Lord have mercy. What are we learning? What are we learning? The learning channel. The learning of what? Anyways. Listen, once we get some more information about the arrests and everything else in between, we'll definitely get into that. But I just find it just so hypocritical and disheartening. And these shows are still running. These shows are just ridiculous, man. Yeah, about that. But let's get into Brian Enton. So, why is everybody trying to remove the sheriff? What happened? What happened with the sheriff, guys? Why is everybody so mad at the sheriff? Just joking. Of course, I know why everybody's so mad at the sheriff. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. So why is everybody so mad? What happened? What happened? You said so. We're into Nancy Guthrie now. Okay. And people, again, what is it? Day 47 now? I lost count. I really did. Because I never in my life thought that we would get to day 47. But people are really they after nanos. I mean, they got the paparazzi on nanos. They got nanos on shorts. They got nanos driving away in a Corvette. A convertible after he goes to the gym. Under fire, Nancy Guthrie sheriff takes more trips to the gym in his convertible than work visits as case grinds to. So they got him in like bike shorts and so he's like out there, going to the gym because here it is. I mean, I'm like, Lord have mercy, they got you on the bike shorts. Hold up. Well, not really bike shorts. I mean, sports shorts. There he is. He's driving his white little convertible. You said the sheriff, Joey, how are you? You said the sheriff sucks. What had happened was they try to get his ass out of the office. But anyway, so he's got his little bike shorts, got his water bottle, his little Stanley, going to the gym. They're saying that look at that. Oh, I didn't know he drove this. Hold up. He drives a, what is this? Taking off on his $70,000 convertible. $70,000 convertible. That's him? It is a Corvette Stingray sports car. You said retirement. That should have happened a long time ago, actually. Lord, on that sheriff's salary, listen. He wants to feel the wind down his hair. Okay, that's what he's trying to do. Is that what he drives to work, though? The Stingray? I mean, that's cute, I guess. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think. So, of course, everybody's like on the neck of the sheriff. You guys tell me what you guys think, and let's get into this commentary.
For checking out my show. I really, really appreciate it. Please click to subscribe. I really appreciate all of the support. Today is day 4.
So, this isn't given Arizona. Is Brian Ensign back in Florida? I think he's from Florida. This isn't given Arizona. I could be wrong, though, but y'all let me know.
26 in the search for Nancy Guthrie. A couple of interesting updates today I'm going to get to in this episode. First of all, I got some new information. There was all sorts of questions about Annie Guthrie's car, why it wasn't returned, what was taking so long. I got some specific information about what was happening behind the scenes there that I'm going to get into in this episode. That makes sense. And I go through it all with retired FBI agent Maureen O'Connell, my friend, who's also been looking into the case. So you're going to hear from her. I'm going to get into that. Also, really the big news of the day is this effort to recall.
Hold up. Vicky's like, why are you guys so jelly? Let this man get his body, get it tight, get it right with his body, okay? With this body, yada, yada. I mean, do what you got to do. I'm just saying. Because the article said that he's got more trips to the gym than to the office to figure out what happened with Nancy Guthrie. I'm like, oh my God, that's not good. That's not good.
Pima County Sheriff Nanos. Obviously, there's been a lot of criticism of the sheriff ever since the Nancy Guthrie case came about. And it's interesting, right when I got to Tucson, I realized pretty quickly that there was drama with the sheriff. I mean, there were a lot of people immediately who started contacting me, talking about the sheriff, who didn't like the sheriff, which, you know, sometimes I take with a grain of salt just because there's always politics involved. And, you know, I was sort of just focused on the situation with Nancy, but I started to realize and peel back the layers that, you know, there's been this ongoing issue with the sheriff and people who are not pleased with him. And now there is this recall effort, which is pretty serious. There's this Arizona Republican congressional candidate who's initiated the process of recalling Sheriff Nanos. His name is Daniel Gutierrez.
Ooh, they're recalling? They're saying recall. You know, when I think of isn't that like what you do when products are like defective? The word recall. That's what I think. Isn't there a different word that they use for this? Like when you vote somebody in, not impeachment, but like you overturn their position. I didn't know it was called recalling. Recall, I think of like products that are defected. Like, you're defected, sir. Let's put you back. Let's go fix you somewhere over here. Oh, wow. So this is getting real serious, y'all. Honestly. Olson, thank you so much. Oh my God. Olson, thank you so much for this 1999 super sticker. And Olson, member for 17 months. Super sticker inbound. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Olson. Thank you. He's defected. Is it really recall? I thought there was another word for it. Not impeachment. Not defective. Yo. It's defective. He is defective. Recall votes for a new election for someone. Okay, so it is recall. I thought it was a different word for it. But anyways, and thank you, Olson. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Y'all making me laugh in the chat because that's funny.
And basically they have to get signatures. They have 120 days to gather 120,000 signatures,
Wow.
which is about 25% of the total votes that were cast for the sheriff in the 2024 election. And they say they're going to try to get that number, so 120,000 signatures in 60 days.
Stop. I'm going to put you on timeout. You said flaccid. Why are you guys so messy? Oh my God. That was not one that I was thinking. No.
And then if the recall is successful, Nanos will then have the option to either resign or call for a special election. I've also heard that there's talk with some of the county supervisors that they're going to talk to the sheriff. And, you know, there kind of seems to be a push among some people that they want the sheriff to just sort of retire on his own. The sense that I get just from my interactions with the sheriff is that he probably would not be willing to do that. And whether he even should, I don't know. I mean, he's an elected sheriff. but there are obviously a growing number of people, it seems, in Tucson who are not happy with.
He is not going, guys. He's not going. He's like, I'm not. Do your recall, do your flaccid, whatever. Do what you got to do. What is it? Do your defectiveness. Do it. I'm not going. I'm not going. He said, I'm not going nowhere.
Sheriff Nanos, there's people who didn't like him before. I mean, he won by pretty tight margin. But it seems like there's a lot of people who are not happy with his handling specifically of the Nancy Guthrie investigation. And again, I'm going to get into that in this episode more, especially with Maureen. Is that fair? Is it fair to hold him responsible for the way the investigation has gone so far? We'll talk about that more in a couple of minutes. Sheriff Nanos did respond to this recall attempt, saying we are aware of the recall and it is the right of the people. We'll always honor the will of the people, and that's what makes democracy.
Ooh.
Which kind of reminded me of something when I interviewed him. He brought that up to me too. And you guys remember, I kind of had an awkward exchange with him because right when I went into his office to interview him, he pulled out his phone and wasn't happy with some of my reporting and some of the reporting on News Nation about him. But he said to me, he's like, look, I'm elected. I won fair and square, so people can not like me, but enough people liked me to elect me. So here I am. So it'll be interesting to see the way this whole recall effort unfolds. Again, I'm going to talk to retired FBI agent Maureen O'Connell about that now, and also just about some of the other developments in the case over the last couple of days, what I learned about Andy Guthrie's car, what I've learned that FBI agents are asking neighbors, and I haven't talked to Maureen in probably about a week, so I wanted to get her take on some of the latest developments.
Hey, Maureen, thank you for joining me. I feel like I haven't seen you in, I guess it's been maybe a week or so. How are you?
Well,
I know, it feels strange. I missed.
Hold up. You said that he won by less than 500 votes? He won by less than 500? Huh. Oh my God. Not much of an ego, eh? He said, well, he wants to get out. He apparently believes he will survive the vote. Maybe. I don't know. To me, I'm like, I just want to get to the, if they he's not doing a good job, in a situation like that, maybe best to step down and just be like, I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna call it a day. Maybe my approach isn't the best, that type of situation. Let me exit stage left or something, right? I don't know. And then we get these reports. Hold up, let me show you guys. We get these reports here, like this was just 14 minutes ago. Investigators taking a closer look at Nancy Guthrie security gate on day 47 of search. Haven't they been taking closer looks more and more and more?
Welcome back. 24 minutes after the hour. There are new developments in the mysterious disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. News Nation.
What are the new developments? Day 47. What are the new developments? Okay.
Has just learned that photos from all 3 security cameras at her home have been recovered. While authorities say nothing of note has been found so far, investigators are taking a closer look at the security gate on the door. News Nation senior correspondent Brian Enton has been on top of this case from the very start. Brian, good afternoon. What is the significance of Nancy's front door?
Yeah, first of all, it's good news that they're making progress with the other cameras. Nick, we've reported on that. Of course, they had the camera from the front door. Now they also have it from the back. But look at this. This is interesting. A lot of people didn't pick up on this. There's a security door in front of the front door. It's got bars. A lot of people in the area have these security doors that go in front of the front door. It's almost like a screen door, but there's serious bars there. And I'm told they're specifically interested in it because when you think about it and you see the video from the suspect at the front door, it would be very, very difficult to break through that front security door, which is leading some law enforcement experts to believe that there may have already been someone inside the house with Nancy inside the house. And this may have been a second suspect, this one you see here.
A second suspect, which is, we never really thought that this person was acting alone. Like, is that really possible?
The front door, getting ready for them to bring Nancy out the front door. Again, it's just a theory. It's something to think about. But the fact that there is that security door that was presumably locked would make it very difficult for someone to actually break in through the front door, Nick.
Oh, Brian, that is definitely something we had not picked up on before. What more are you hearing from Nancy's neighbors about the FBI in the neighborhood?
Yeah, so the FBI has been back in the neighborhood the last several days, I am told, talking to the same neighbors again who live right near Nancy's house, but with some new questions. They're zeroing in on some dates that I hadn't heard before. We knew about January 11th. They wanted video from January 11th. They're now asking for video also from the weekend before Nancy went missing, which is interesting. Makes you wonder if they believe that this person may have cased the house, cased the neighborhood, and they seem to be specifically interested on weekends, which is also sort of standing out to me. You know, is it possible they think this person has a job during the week and was casing the house on the weekends? These are the kinds of questions that they've been asking the neighbors, Nick.
Brian, this is still so troubling. Have we heard anything more from the family?
No, we haven't heard much. I mean, Savannah Guthrie hasn't released another video. She's obviously back in New York City now. She hasn't been back on the Today Show, but she hasn't been in Arizona from what I've been told. In terms of her sister, Annie, who lives just a couple of miles away, she also hasn't said anything publicly. The last time that we saw her and Savannah was several weeks ago when they actually went out and visited the house and went and visited this memorial that's in front of the house.
News Nation's
You said her backyard has many sliding doors and other doors and windows easy to get into. That's just like sad. You said a former FBI agent analyzed the doorbell footage, have identified a distinct tattoo on the suspect arm. I remember this. Investigators are now cross-referencing this with an arrest database to find matches. It's just a crap, but it's like, man, this was like something that was, not to, I think Ashley Banfield was the one that actually, called that out too, that there was like multiple tattoos and stuff like that. Or at least, and you could even see it in his own like arms and stuff. So, I mean, we're not making that up. That did happen. I just have a lot of like, I don't know, man. It's like there isn't any more information. Nothing's coming about. Is we didn't want to call anything cold. I definitely don't. But where are they at with this?
Brian Enton with the very latest on the Nancy Guthrie case. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download.
Okay, be quiet, Cuomo. I'm in Phoenix and have security screen doors like hers. He wasn't trying to break in that unless it was unlocked. He was there for the camera, in my opinion. You said there's a slider in the front door too that goes into her bedroom. It does. If someone did work inside the house, it would be easy to unlock the door. You said there's also a door on the side of damn. See, like there's different ways to get in the house, basically. That's what we're saying, right? Different ways, different opportunities, and different ways for the person to just get in there. I don't know, man.
There is a stunning claim that could change everything in the Nancy Guthrie case. A former SWAT team leader now says, despite months of investigation, that the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Office have no suspects. Chad Ayers says this is from a source who is, quote, boots on the ground in Arizona. Ayers made this claim during an appearance on the Megyn Kelly podcast, the show. And we want to be clear, News Nation hasn't independently verified that information. But here's why it's so significant. Just last night, Brian Enton reported the FBI was back in Nancy's Tucson neighborhood, knocking on doors, asking.
And this is the same guy that was on Megyn Kelly's, given that exclusive. I don't feel like we missed that report at all. But he is the same guy that said that, what did he say? He sat there and he said that he had exclusive information, a reliable source type of situation that definitely means that he was, that there was, they don't have anybody quite yet, and they're a little concerned about the situation. Maureen McConnell said that the glass sliding door in the back goes directly to Nancy's bedroom. So there's a door that goes directly into Nancy's bedroom. I don't know, man. It's just like, are we going to find out? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Megyn Kelly, but, I'll give her that she had some exclusives. So there's that. We can give her the fact that she had some exclusives, which I thought were interesting. I mean, you gotta give it to her when she has the exclusives. But at the same time, it's like, so then now what? Well, where are we at? What's happening? What's going on? I don't know. Did they just drop the ball completely? We have nothing. Is this going to get solved? And I still want to understand motive. We don't get it. I mean, you got channels over here. Let me show you all. Like, you got channels that are reporting exclusive, finally exposed. Breaking. You know this is fake news. Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law finally speaks. When did he speak? If he finally spoke, we would be all up on that. When? Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law finally speaks. His words change. Yeah. Okay. Well, so what I'm saying is like we have nothing. We have nothing. This is going to be more information. I mean, I don't know, man. I hope that it doesn't, and now I'm like, I don't know if it's going to get solved, guys. I don't know, man. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for the 1999. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Sylvia, today. You said for lunch. Yes, I'm starving. I got to go eat. You said the sheriff lied on his resume. Yes, Tara, he did. He lied. A clerical error. He should be removed just for that. But he said it was I don't know how you clerically missed 2 years. You were told you either leave or you'll be fired. And then he stayed and he did something with this. Yeah, he did lie. So he should be removed just for lying. Only time I saw him speak was telling Mark to leave from the front of his house the other day. I don't know. Do y'all think that this is going to get solved? Day 47? That's the question. Ooh, hold up, y'all. You said when you see the things that actually lied about on his resume, it's way more than just a clerical errors. No, I agree. I think he lied too. You said, I've assumed the worst for the last 38 days. I doubt anyone thought to bring her medication along, right? First Liberties podcast? I don't think so. Mama, Llama, you think that she's going to be found? Where do you think she's going to be found, though? Something right, man. Well, I really appreciate everybody. Y'all are amazing. Sylvia, thank you again for this 1999. You guys, thank you. You think she's going to be found? Okay. We're going to keep an eye out on some of the things that are developing. You said you don't want to say? Okay. But I am curious to know what you think, though. I wonder if the sheriff will lose his pension, retirement. Nah. No. I don't think so. I mean, I think for things like that, you would have to kind of wonder. They'd have to look. There would be so many in-betweens in that. It's so very hard. By the way, when you're a civil servant, it's very well. He's elected, so there's that. But for civil servants, it's very hard to get them removed from positions, just so people are aware. When people work in government too, it's very hard to get them removed out of positions. Very hard. So there's a process that you have to follow. Sometimes it goes legal. There's court. There's different things that happen. I mean, when I worked in government, it was very hard to fire people. You can't just fire people. Sometimes you think the thing that you can fire them for, you'd be able to get them. No, can't just fire people. Doesn't happen that way. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I gotta go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny. First of all, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for your support today. I really appreciate it. I gotta work on some stuff, but I will see you hopefully maybe later. We'll see if anything interesting is streaming. We'll probably stream later. I just have some other stuff going on, but I will see you guys later. Hit the like button. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. Oh, and hype up the video. Hype up the video. Shout out to everybody. Hype up the video. Bye, guys.